What's going on all? It's GGMC here, and I'm back on the AlphaCraft server, episode 5. And as you can see, I'm starting off in the bowl here on the AlphaCraft server because there is one thing, obviously why I'm here, which is this thing, because last episode we built this awesome looking rocket shop, okay? So obviously if you didn't know, myself and India are obviously going into business. We are doing a rocket shop here, and we are also selling other things down here like elytras and gunpowder. And I'm still yet to do the rockets, but we'll do that at some point, okay? Promise we'll do that at some point. But the reason I'm over here starting off is because we've actually got a gift here from Richard Fortin, which says, "Thanks for the loaner. It totally saved my bacon, Richard Fortin." Because if you didn't know, in his most recent video he did, what happened was he died in the Nether, so he came over here and he just borrowed a set of wings and some rockets to go back over there to go and collect his stuff, which I thought was perfectly fine. So as a gift, he gave us this, which is pretty handy. So obviously, I'll take this. I'll probably give it to Indy, to be fair, because if you don't know, me and Indy are going to split the profits from whatever we make here. Split down the middle. I get 50% of it. He gets 50% of it. So I think I took the recent share of like 9 diamonds. So I took the 5 and he got the 4. So I'll give him this one to kind of make up for it in that aspect. But either way, today what we're actually going to be doing is nothing to do with the bowl and making no farms, because today we are finally going to be working on making our main base, okay? I know, I've been putting off for so long because I need to be gathering materials, and I've been doing a lot of live streams, and I want to just do more, like, longer projects in the live streams, because I'm going to show you essentially what I've done in the live streams, okay, before I actually start building the base, because I'm looking forward to actually building it big time, but I'll do time lapse of it. So what I'm actually going to do first is I'm going to head over to the gold farm, which I make, and I've got a bit of a story behind the gold farm, okay, so I'll catch you in just a second. Okay, I'm here on top of the nether roof, and as you can see, this is a very good looking gold farm up here, isn't it? Because there's nothing there. Because the story is, obviously these torches here basically lead to where the gold farm is. It's only a little over there. But the story is, I was doing a live stream, okay? I built the gold farm here. I thought this was okay to do it in this area. So I built it roughly, if I look at the coordinates, roughly around pretty much where I am now. I built it around here. And if you look at the biome type, which is just here, where my mouse is, we can just see it, Minecraft Basalt Delta. I didn't realise it was a Basalt Delta until I started building the rings for the platforms for where the piglins spawn, because I did Ilmango's design, which again I'll put a link for his video in the description. So I built it completely, and it started spawning magma cubes, which wasn't great. So I was really annoyed about it, so obviously I had to basically destroy it down and rebuild it, because I spent a 2-hour stream just building it to then not work. But that there, right in front of us, is the gold farm now, all in the correct spot, and all fully built. By the way, this gold farm works like a treat. It goes right the way up, by the way, to the glass block, so that there's actually the world height on the nether. So you can't go any higher than that, but this here works just like a treat. As you can see, some of them are getting mad at me already. Or pretty much all of them are getting mad at me. So if I stand up here, sorry, you will see them all piling. As you can see, they all die, all go down to the holes there, get suffocated by entity cramming, and then die. And it produces a lot of gold, I've got to say, which I'll show you the gold inside this here, right here. There's loads of gold in there. All these gold blocks here, and obviously all this there, all these haven't turned to gold, and all them as well. So we actually earn a lot of gold from this. It gets quite noisy up there, as you can see. But either way, the gold farm there works perfectly fine, and you get a ton of levels. I went FK it for about maybe 3 hours, and I had 300 levels. So you can get tons of levels from that. So obviously make sure you go and check out Ilmango's design. But anyway, enough of that. I'm going to head over to the base, and I'm going to explain what we're going to be doing today, okay? I'm over here in my main base. And as you can see, I'm in my lush cave, which obviously I've claimed for this season. But this is actually not where we're going to be working today. We're going to be working up top there. But before I actually show you what's fully up top there, I want to show you what I've been doing to the entrance to get up there. What I've actually done is I've actually made a perfect circle, which I believe it's like a 17 block diameter circle going right across, okay? But that there is going to be the entrance to the cave down here, and the actual surface up top there. Obviously, I'm going to have to add some stone. It adds obviously a bit more texture and make it look a bit more like an entrance to like a big hole down here. But I can do that during my live streams, okay? And obviously, just make sure you go and obviously follow me on Twitch, okay? Because I am doing a lot of live streams over there, so make sure you go and check it out. But if I fly up here, I've been very busy up top here. I've been working on landscaping and custom trees. As you can see, I've got my very first custom tree at this base, which I am really liking, by the way. Like it's a bit of a mixture between grey terracotta, some soul sand, dark oak planks, dark oak logs, and spruce logs. But you can just see there's a slight difference in texture. And to be fair, some of the, obviously the logs go different ways, but I'm not really fussed about that because to be fair, it adds a bit more texture actually to the entire build. But either way, I am super pleased with the tree here, and I'm going to build a lot more of these type of trees dotted all around the space because I actually asked some of the alphas to come and help me rip down this forest because it was just taking so long for me. So Beard came over, he helped actually get rid of pretty much the majority of this part here, and obviously I helped him with that. And then India actually asked if he could come over and rip out, and I said that's perfectly fine. So he came out and actually ripped out all this part of the forest here, so they've got plenty of wood for themselves as well. But what we're going to be doing today is two things. The first thing is working on a small house right there, and the second part is we're going to be building a temple right up there on this flat section that I've created over here, okay? So we're going to have a temple there later, and we're going to do the small house here first, okay? So what I'm going to do now is get the materials to build a small house and do a time lapse, so enjoy it.
Oh, you came and tucked your way into my heart. Oh, you look at me in ways I never loved. With you I know that this is all, so I don't need to take it slow. If you want me, then I believe that there's a simple remedy. We don't need no miracle, I think we've seen it all, just make the call. I'll come running over. We don't need no miracle, it's unconditional, just make the call, and I'll be yours. I'll come running over. We don't need no miracle, it's unconditional, just make the call, and I'll be yours. Don't need a miracle. Need a miracle. Oh, you open up a world behind the stars. Oh, you make me see the things I never saw. With you I know that this is all, so we don't need to take it slow. If you want me.
Okay, as you see, I've stopped the time lapse here just for a split second because I want to just update you on actually the actual structure itself. So in the time lapse, I've changed some things, okay, to off camera now, which is the clip you're seeing, which is the cobblestone here. I've actually moved it, instead of going dead straight, I've actually moved it one off to the side, okay, to make the top half of the roof there look a little bit wider, okay. And the side section here, I've actually raised out by one to the side, to the right here, just so I can actually fit that cobble section in there, okay. So that's just the update I've done so far. And what I'm going to do on camera actually is get these fences and actually do these right here, which you're going to see. So I'm going to do, let's say, one there, do one here and one there, and just like so, just so it is a bit of a mixture between dark oak fences and spruce fences. And then we'll do the back side as well. Place one down just there, that'll do, so I can get up here. We'll do one there, one there, and one there. I'll do one there, one there. And you know what, actually I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to put a dark oak there and a spruce there, just like so. Perfect. So that is now that done. So the fences are now actually in, because I actually forgot to get rid of them to put the fences in, so we can have like some sort of windows, and then style windows work with the Elven theme. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to continue with the top half of the roof here and finish it all off. So enjoy.
Those hands and lights can't stop me. I'll just hold on for dear life. Yeah, I can't give up this feeling that I get we're looking down from the sky. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, from the sky. Those hands and legs can't stop me.
Okay, now the Elven small house is fully done. Okay, obviously as you see in the time lapse, I did actually make another adjustment to the cobblestone here, which I just extended this block out the very top too, just by one block to the side. But I am pretty pleased with the side section here. You didn't see in the time lapse. I did this off camera because I completely forgot actually how to build this side section, so I had to relook it back up on the previous world. But I am really pleased with actually how this has actually turned out. I've even done I've only done the interior. I've just put a floor in for now, but I will do the interior either in a stream or off camera. Okay, but like an overall view of it from looking around, which I am really pleased with. I like the roof. I like the side section here because if you don't actually realise, this bit there, which is where that trap door is, if I can land on it, is actually a glowstone block behind it. So at night time, these sides will actually glow up a little bit. So it will look really cool at night time, but obviously what I'm going to do now is get the materials to start working on building the temple. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do it in a time lapse, I'm just going to do it like in little updates, okay? So I'm going to get materials now, and I'll be back to you once I've done that. As you can see, I've got the base layer here for the actual temple itself, okay? This is actually how big it's going to be. I've got the rest of the materials inside my inventory right here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to build up the actual trunk of the actual tree here, because this is meant to be like an old tree that used to be really big. It's fallen over, and the bottom over here, the trunk of it, is actually still there, okay? So I'm actually going to build this up now, and I'll catch you once I've done that. Okay, the tree trunk at the bottom here now is actually fully done. I'm still obviously, it looks a bit flat when you fly up from here. It will look a little bit flat as of right now on the top. But later on, I'm actually going to obviously make it go a little bit higher when I start doing the decorations up top here. And it'll look much better than obviously what it is now. But the next step we're going to do now is go around the outside to the bottom section here. And basically just add like roots going like this around each side, and obviously letting them branch off in a way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all the roots now, and then put the slabs. I'm going to put the slabs and the dark oak stairs as well on top of all the logs and like all the little bits I need to do at the bottom here. And then I'll show you what it looks like after. Okay, so I'll do that now, and I'll catch you in just a second. Okay, I've done the tree trunk, and this is what it looks like so far, which I am actually really pleased, honestly, with the outcome of that so far. Even though, again, it's still got a lot of detail that it's missing, what I've decided to do is I've decided to have the entrance here, right at the front, okay? And then obviously I'm going to have to terraform this at some point, okay? Which is just make it flatten this out a little bit so I can actually have access to make a path going from maybe here to like down there. But what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to work on doing the top section here next, and then after we'll do the final bit of decorations, okay? So I'm going to get the materials to the top bit now, and I'll be back here once I've done that. Okay, the top section of the temple is done. And that is what it looks like, which I am really pleased with. If I get a higher view, you'll actually see what it looks better. As you can see, I'm pleased with that because it's meant to look like the inside of a tree trunk. And I was thinking about this, but I'll let you guys obviously decide this in the comments. Should we have basically like a crystal like floating in the air here on top of the temple? It's like it's been taken from the underground Forgotten City and then been brought up through the crane and then placed on top of here to power the temple here. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments below, because if so, then I might actually do that off camera or in a stream, okay? But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add like all the foliage, like all the leaves and like all the flowers and stuff right down the outside here, okay? And then we'll work on the inside, and then we'll probably call that an episode. So I'm going to get all the leaves and stuff now, and I'll catch you once I've done that. Okay, so the actual temple foliage is all done, and this is what it looks like. I am honestly really pleased actually the outcome of this. What I've tried to do is very actually minimise it, so I don't really want these little poppies here. I only really want the tall roses, so if I see basically any of these, I'm going to get rid of them. Because I just purely want just the tall ones on their own, but I am super pleased with this. So the next thing we actually need to do is work on the inside, because if we look inside right now, if we can actually get round of it. Here we go. There, we'll get rid of you. If we come all the way around and we look inside, it looks very bland, doesn't it? It looks very, very bland. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the inside here. And then what we'll do after that is just create some, like a little path here and then a little path out coming outside the small house there. And then that should be the episode done. So I'll catch you in just a second. Okay, the inside of the temple here is all done. As you can see, it's just very, very basic. I've actually added a shroom light there instead of a glowstone because I thought that maybe looked a bit more like Elven style. But I've got a lamp there, then obviously you've got the temple section here, which obviously is meant to be like the book where you pray and everything. But that's just as an enchanting table for now, if you want to enchant anything dead cheap. And then the floor is just literally some slabs along with some chorus dirt and some grass going right around the outside. Nothing too special, to be totally honest with you. But what I'm going to do now anyway is I'm going to make like a little path here and then do a little path over there. I'll show you what they look like and then we'll end the episode there. So I'm going to do that now and I'll be back with it once I've done that. Okay, so as you can see now, I have now got the path in place, which this is what the path is going to look like fully. Okay, so we're going to have basically a bit of granite, polished granite, porous dirt and a bit of podzol mixing obviously with some spruce fences and some lanterns on the fences to light the path up a little bit. But overall, I am really pleased with this, by the way, and even if I turn my shaders on, which just somewhat could blow a PC up, but let's have a look. This looks really, really cool in shaders, and I'm super pleased with it. Like, even like the tree looks really nice, especially if that sun's like behind, it looks even better. And then if we fly over here, this is what we've got for the path design for the temple. As you can see, I've only done up to here for now, because I still obviously got to do some terraforming. As you can see, I've done a tiny little bit here. And I'll do the majority of all this here off camera. And again, I'm loving like the actual like look of this with the shaders on. I'm really, really liking it. But either way, I am going to end the episode here. If you guys and gals have enjoyed this, make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you haven't, hit the subscribe button, because I'm coming on the road to 10k subscribers. So hitting that subscribe button massively. But anyway, I will catch you guys in my next episode. See ya!